I'm actually working with many people who are losing their jobs due to the economy, and they're happy. They find out that they have to reset their priorities. Being happy is not about living in a mansion, living scratch my mind.
Being happy is what?
Being happy is not about living in a $500,000 mansion or driving $100,000 car. Happiness, it comes from within. It's not achievable by material means. Happiness is sitting at your table with your family, knowing that even if your meal is humble, there's love, there's good decisions there, and you are present for your children, for your partner, because you are living in the moment. You're not saying, oh, what will happen if I was working? Oh, what will happen if I wouldn't make that mistake? Oh, what would happen if I wouldn't marry this boyfriend of 20 years old? I mean, no, you are living in the moment, and right here, right now, life is just perfect if we do choose to think like that.
One of the things we tell people, if you're not calling 911, it's not a big deal. And it's very simple, little things like that we have to remember, that our mind can blow things up and tend to make big deals and make us so tense and so frustrated and just tear our minds up. And we learned in spiritual engineering that our mind, this thinking thing we've got right here, can be our best friend or our worst enemy. But we have specific techniques on how to redirect that thinking and do it in a way that builds relationships and builds happiness instead of tearing these things down or letting us. And Patricia mentioned something, what if this happens, what if? One of the tools, real quick, people who worry about what happens, we tell them there's 3 words that they're not allowed to use. We make them write them down. We have them write these words out. What if, and if only. What if, and if only. They put them in their bedrooms, they put them on the refrigerator, they put them in the car. And any time they start a sentence with those words, they got to stop and ask for help not to do it. Because once you give up those 3 terms, you can't worry. You cannot worry if you don't have if, what if, and if only. So when you learn to recognize these and you ask this inner power for help to redirect your mind and not let you use these words, you become more aware of these words. And as you slowly start progressively eliminating these words from your vocabulary, you eliminate worry. You don't worry. You can't worry without those words.
And another important thing, honey, is that in any given moment, your life could always be worse. Any given moment. In any given moment, no matter how difficult your life is now, another person in the world is going through a more difficult situation. And when we're thinking like that, we put our lives and our problems on perspective. And if we're not calling 911, it's not a big deal. And if you really have a bad moment, take a moment. Do some deep breathing. Count your blessings. Write a gratitude list. Go and write 10 things for which you are grateful for. And I promise you, after you do that, you're going to feel better. Because you're going to find out that no matter how bad you think that your life looks right now, it's probably all in your mind. And you will have a lot of things to be grateful for.
That's interesting because you just mentioned something. We teach about physical, spiritual, and mental energies. And see, when we have a problem, when we're immersed, whether we can't pay the bills, whether we're worried, or whether the relationship is having trouble, we have 3 energies to bring to bear on any problem. And most of us only develop 2 of these energies, or maybe 1 of these. We want to use our mind and think our way out of a problem. We want to solve this with our mind, which is one of the energies. But we also have physical and spiritual energy that we can bring to bear on a problem. And we teach people very specific techniques on how to bring these energies, whatever it is, physical, mental, and spiritual, on any problem that they may be encountering. And it's so much more energy efficient when you learn to use 3 energies to solve a problem instead of 1. And you just learn how to do this, and you don't have as many problems, you solve them quicker, and life just becomes better because we know we have solutions, we have effective, efficient solutions, and we learn to use our energy in the way it was meant to be used.
Now, the beauty of this system is its simplicity. Through 6 sessions, only 6 sessions, spiritual engineering will help you to build those three relationships: the spiritual relationship, the relationship with self, and the relationship with others. Building the spiritual relationship, you will find your own way. You will create your own way to tap into this spiritual energy. And when we talk about building that relationship with self, how to look at your mind, your powerful mind, and this mind is full of clutter, all those emotions, all that anger, envy, jealousy, resentment. Look what they did 20 years ago, and I'm still heartbroken because this boyfriend left me. And we keep our mind in the past, and what the process does is help you to identify and differentiate the symptom from the problem. And then you and your spirit, by using the power that is inside of you, you'll be able to relieve all those crippling emotions, all those misery.
There's feelings of misery.
Exactly. So you'll be able to release all those feelings and emotions, and ask yourself, what will happen to me? Just think about it. What will happen if my mind gets free of all that emotional misery? It will be empty, or we will be filled with something else, and that's the excitement, because we don't know what's going to be filling your mind, but we promise you it's going to be much better for you than carrying all these emotions that they've been chattering your life for all these many years. And when your mind is clear, you can harness the power of your mind. And that's the difference between a wild horse, the way that I used to be, and a fine racing horse that you just can go on it and take control of your life. That's the power of your mind that is just waiting to be cleaned up from all that emotional clutter.